I welcome you to Bible Times. I'm Willard Pless, and I want to talk about something today that, in a way that I have not talked about it before, but we want to talk about it today. When we look at the world situation and think about what's going on in this world, and we want to see the big picture, what's coming about, and seeing the big picture in this world. And we want to look at Babylon, which is the kingdom of Satan here on earth. And then we want to look at Israel as the kingdom of God here on earth. And this is what the Bible talks about, and we know that Babylon started back after the flood with Nimrod, and became a great nation, a great power in the world, and this is Satan's doing. See, Nimrod is a descendant of Ham, one of Noah's sons, and started Babel, and you can read the story there how God came and confounded the language, and people scattered out over the world, and so you can read that story. But we want to look at Babylon versus Israel. Now, this is what's going on in this world. Babylon, when Nebuchadnezzar came, see, Babylon then had become a great power in this world, became a great nation. And God used Babylon, which is Satan's kingdom, to overpower Israel, because Israel was not doing what God wanted them to do. And he used it to punish Israel because of their failures. And when Nebuchadnezzar came in back in 608 BC, see, that was the first time. And then 22 years later, when Israel kindly rebelled against Babylon and Nebuchadnezzar, that they destroyed the temple and Jerusalem city. And this is what's going on. We want to see the big picture and understand what's happening. And God used Babylon then. And see, when you look through the scriptures, we know that a time came that Medes took over and ruled, and then the Persians took over and ruled, and then the Greeks took over and ruled, and then the Romans took over and ruled. See, this is still the same kingdom, because there's only two kingdoms that is in this world. Satan started his kingdom, of course, when God created the earth, and Satan got involved, and so he's in the kingdom Babylon. And we want to say just a little bit about the 7 times that Nebuchadnezzar was to be down. If you look at this through the scriptures, you remember that he was taken down by the Medes, and then the Persians. See, these just took over the Babylon. That's what they done. They just became new leaders. Babylon still, the setup is still the same. And then the Greeks came, and they ruled as well. And then we know that the Romans came and ruled. And then the America is the feet and the toes of the statue that Nebuchadnezzar seen. And see, America, President Trump is a return of Nebuchadnezzar. And when President Trump was taken down in 2021, see, this was the 6th time. And when the 7th time comes, see, this is when Jesus will come and take it down, take Satan's kingdom down. See, no one can destroy Satan's kingdom, which is Babylon. And God used the Medes first, and then he used the Persians, and then he used the Greeks, and then he used the Romans, and then he used America, which is the feet and the toes. And see that when America took President Trump down in 2021, that was the 6th time. But the 7th time that he'll be taken down is when Jesus comes. And it will not, it'll involve more than just taking down the leaders of Babylon. In other words, the leader will be taken down, which is President Trump. But see, Satan will be taken down as well. And Satan will be put in the bottomless pit for the 1,000 years. See, the 7th millennial, this is Jesus' kingdom here on earth. That he gets his kingdom when he comes and takes President Trump down, and he will take Satan and put him in the bottomless pit. And see, God is the only one that can take Satan down. No world can do that. See, the only one that's going to be able to take President Trump down is Jesus himself. The Bible tells us here in Revelation that President Trump is going to become powerful in this world. And he's going to be the return of Nebuchadnezzar. Because the Bible teaches that Nebuchadnezzar would return. And President Trump is going to be Nebuchadnezzar returned. And God used America to take President Trump down in 2021. But he came back. Here in 2025, he came back. And see, Satan is the one that brought him back. We learned that in Revelation chapter 13. Revelation 12, that Satan gets kicked out of heaven and comes to earth, and he's not allowed to go back to heaven anymore. He can't travel back and forth like he used to. That he can't go back before God anymore. And this happened on April the 8th in 2024 when Satan was kicked out. And then he came to earth and began to bring President Trump to be the leader of his kingdom that he's getting set up. See, Satan is the one that's doing this. And when Jesus comes, see, Jesus is the only one that can take Satan and his kingdom down. And President Trump, see, there's no nation can take him down. There's no nation in the world anymore that can take him down. God used the Medes and the Persians, and then he used the Greeks, and he used the Romans, and then he used America to take down the leader of Babylon. See, this has been Babylon all along. It's Babylon and Israel. Babylon is Satan's kingdom, and Israel is God's kingdom that he's set up here. And God used Babylon to punish Israel as they were his kingdom, but Israel quit listening to him, and that's why he took them down for all this time. And but now that the kingdom has come back, with President Trump coming back to power, and see, there's no other nation that can take President Trump's kingdom down, which is actually Satan's kingdom. And we want to see the big picture. And we know that Jesus is coming soon, and you need to get familiar with the Jewish calendar, and because this is Israel. See, the Bible is talking about Israel, which is the kingdom of God that he set up here on earth and worked through them. And Satan, see, he set up Babylon, and Satan's working through Babylon. But God works through the nation of Israel. And we want to see what the Bible is really giving. We want to see the big picture. And we learned that the Jewish calendar tells us that 5785 would end and 5786 begin, and 5786 is the year that Satan's kingdom will be taken down. So Jesus will be coming as we follow the Gregorian calendar here in 2026. This is when all this is going to take place that the Bible teaches about. And Jesus is going to come and take Satan's kingdom down, which is President Trump is the leader of it. See, Satan used Nebuchadnezzar, and he used King Darius of the Medes, and he used King Cyrus of the Persians, and in the Greeks he used Alexander the Great, and the Romans, of course, we know used Caesar, and America, we learn about the 10 toes or the 10 horns, and comes from President Kennedy, and when he was president, and comes to Obama, and then President Trump would sprout out, and he would be the one to be the last leader of Satan's kingdom, which is Babylon. And I just wanted to bring this out and maybe get you to thinking in the right direction and help get you to see the big picture. And so don't be a part of Satan's kingdom in getting that built here because it's about worldly stuff. But talk to Jesus and want to be with him and helping him, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get the message into the world and warn people that they could come and walk with Jesus and fellowship with him and be a part of what he's doing in his kingdom. And that's what we want to do. And so we like to keep our videos short. So we're going to close here, and we'll talk about this more. So stay with us, and God bless you, and you have a great day.